Everybody, can you hear me okay? Turn this light on. Huh? This is the Houston studio. I can't hear you guys. Hold on. Let me see if my sound is down.
Oh, okay,
Hi.
I'm here.
Hi. Turning this light off. How's everybody's body feeling today?
Good, sore.
Yeah. Any requests before I just hit it?
I didn't. Yeah. My low back has been giving me the blues.
Yeah,
Okay.
my body's a little shot today. I'm just gonna observe, but beautiful studio. Oh my
Thank
gosh.
you.
I'm gonna do chair with you later. Okay.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I'll show like this is the like private area behind me, and then there's more reformers over and towers and chairs and all that over there. And then the
Incredible.
mat room is you can't really tell. The front desk will go where the paintings are over there. And there's an opening going into the mat studio over there too. So it's like it's
Beautiful.
crazy.
It's
It's
beautiful.
too good to be true.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's wild. It just like we just got it before it even went on the market. I just feel so fortunate. Okay, let's get you guys moving. Let's start on your backs. Hi, Diana. Okay, lay down on your back. Let's start with some pelvic tilts. That'll help your backs for sure. So a little pelvic rocking back and forth between like 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock, maybe rolling a marble between your belly button and your pubic bone, spilling some soup, whatever you want to think of. Just get some movement there. Yeah. And sometimes I ease into the 6 o'clock. Like I ease into spilling soup between my legs because that feels a little crunchy for me. So I sometimes focus more on the other, but that's just what I need, right? It might not be what you need. And if you guys can't hear me, let me know. Sometimes this mic I need to have in my hand. I'll just have it right here. Okay, now go 3 and 9. So level off your pelvis. I like to put my hands on my hip bones and have like an open palm. And I think of a teeter totter. So my right hip is going to go down, and in response, left hip lifts up a little bit, and then do the other. So it's like this teeter totter. Try not to side bend, right? Try not to hike a hip here. Try to just teeter totter. So for me, I have less movement on my left than I do on my right. Both are pretty small. Does not need to be big movement. But let's do something that Kara does with me sometimes, a very Kathy thing. Really ground your left foot. And now let your right knee open out to the side like it's falling, but keep your hip stable. And then bring it back to center. This is in our new movement principles. It's called femur folds or femur fallout. So open your leg out to the side, same side. Right leg. Left leg is really grounding you. Push down into that foot and then come back. So you're not letting it teeter totter. Let's do one more and then bring it back. We're going to do the same thing, but now we'll let your hip move. So open your knee, let that fall first, and then let your hip kind of follow through. It's like your left hip is going to turn to the right. Good. Push down into your left foot, think inner thigh, pull your left hip back, and then your right leg back. Do two more of those. So you let your right leg open, then your hips follow through. I push into my left foot and spin my left hip to the right. Now reverse it, pull left hip back, pull right leg back. Let's do one more. So femur fallouts. Let that hip follow through. Yes. Come back and do the other side. So we'll start grounding right foot, no hip moving right now. Left knee opens out to the left and you pull it back to center. And then do it again. Left knee and bring it back. Good. One more time. And now we'll do them three more, but we're going to let the hips rotate. So start with your leg, then your hips follow. I push into my right foot, I spin. Start with your right hip, pull it back, and then pull your leg back. Two more like that. Just explore. Yeah, and then bring it back. One more, I think, unless you were even. Yeah, good. Okay, nice. Okay, come on back. And now let's do your pelvic clock. So you're going to go 12 o'clock, then 3 o'clock. So 12 o'clock, then left hip, then tailbone, then right hip, and keep going clockwise. Just get some movement. Three each direction. So once you've done three clockwise, go ahead and do three counterclockwise. Okay, good. Yeah. Movement. Movement is so nice, especially this gentle movement. We're going to start to focus on your upper body once you're even. I'm going to do this Kathy style. Well, maybe I'll do both. Okay, so balanced body, arm raises. It's just taking your arms up to the ceiling. So they're down by your side to start. They're straight. They lift up. They start to float up, and they start to move towards the wall behind you. Palms can face, yeah, whichever way you want. Notice how when they go way back, your ribs flare. It's like impossible for them not to. So put some focus there. Bring them back down by your side. Maybe let them flare a couple times. So what happens is arms start to go up, your thoracic spine, your upper back responds. So it extends, it goes into extension. And that helps you get more range, seemingly, in your shoulders. Now take them up, but keep your ribs heavy. So I start to feel, once they get about above my ribs, I start to pull my ribs down towards my hips and sink them heavy. And then come back and notice how that changes, how far you can take your arms. Yeah. And then I'll let you do it one more time, and then I'll teach it very Kathy style, or at least Kara style, Kathy style. Okay, bring your hands together, interlace your fingers, and let them sit on your pelvis. Now let your elbows kind of open wide and pull your fingers apart like you're trying to pull your fingers apart. Feel how that activates your lats, those muscles under your armpits. I want you to keep that. And Kathy would say, like, imagine that two little bluebirds are picking up your hands and they're taking them over your head. So let your arms start to lift. They start to float up like little bluebirds are picking up your arms and floating them over your head. And keep that sensation of pulling the fingers apart, the elbows wide gently, and then let them float back up. Those birdies are just picking them up and bring them back down. So for me, it feels light, right? You've just got your hands there. These two little birds are going to pick up your arms and they are taking them. You're not doing any effort. You're feeling those ribs kind of pull down. This is called rib cage arms in before the hundreds. Good. Nice. Now take those interlaced hands and put them behind your head. And put your head really heavy in your hands. Let your elbows lift a little so you can see them in your peripheral. Okay, let's just do your head float. So you're going to lift your head, but look at the ceiling. Don't spin your chin to your chest. Just float it to where I could put a piece of paper underneath your head and the floor, and then lower it back down. So you're not changing the length of your neck. Tip your chin up a little bit, Ren. Just a little bit. Yes. Look straight up to the ceiling. Just let your head float. Nice. And then lower back down. Now we'll do that same thing. Head floats. Spin your chin to your chest. Look at your belly, but don't change your thoracic spine. Now rewind, look at the ceiling, and then take it back to the floor. We'll do that one more time. Head floats, spin chin to chest. Don't change your shoulders, right? You're just working in your cervical spine. Head looks up and then head goes down. We'll add to this. So head floats, spin your chin to your chest, and then exhale, curl head, neck, and shoulders up into your abdominal curl. Push down into your feet so you get that soup spilling, so you get your rounded spine. And then rewind, lower it back down the way you came. Do that again. Head floats up, spin chin to chest. Good. Curl head, neck, and shoulders off. Find that C curve. Find your flexion. So push into your feet a little. Good. And then lower down. We'll do one more. Head floats, Spin chin, curl head, neck, and shoulders. Stay here. Okay, bring your right knee in towards your chest. Let your foot feel heavy. So it's like lazy man's tabletop. And then put your foot back down. And then change. Keep going. Let your leg be kind of lazy. So don't worry about tabletop. Let your foot come by your booty rim. One more each side. Yeah. So this is called femur fold. You're pulling your knee in. Now put feet down, rest your head. Bring your arms by your side. Let's play with that a little more. Arms by your side. Stay. Find a neutral. So no soup spilling at all. Okay, do that same thing, but don't change your pelvis. So knee comes in towards your chest. Your foot is kind of lazy. How far can you bring your knee in? Let your foot relax a little, Monique. How far can you bring it in without your pelvis changing? Yeah, you can come farther than that, Ren. Yes. And then lower it back down. So you're exploring. Go to the other side. How far can you bring it in without losing your neutral? No change in your pelvis. And then bring it back down. Do one more each side like that. Neutral. Good. And then last time. Okay, now let's do right leg. Come in as far as you can without your pelvis changing. And then push into your left foot and let your pelvis follow through too. So you round your spine, like the beginning of the bridge kind of feeling. Good. And then rewind it. Take it back down. Second side, knee comes in, you push into your right foot and you spin your pelvis so that you come into that C curve in your pelvis and then bring it back down. Good. Right knee first without it moving, then there we go. Then the pelvis moves and then change. We'll keep the left one up on the next one. Yeah, now bring your right leg up to meet your left. So they're both up and you're spilling your soup like crazy. Now lift your toes a little bit so you're more in tabletop. Good. Can you keep spilling your soup? Can you intensify that more? Dip your feet down towards the floor. You won't be able to go all the way and keep your pelvis in the same spot. So just get curious and then bring it back. Both, if you can, Diana, both go down. But I focus more on like rolling that marble towards my chest as my feet go down. So the opposition of that for me is really where it's at. You're right, Monique. You touched your sits bones. That's what I think of too. I think of the beginning of my bridge while I'm taking my feet down. Okay, the next time your legs are lifted, stay. Take your curl up into your ab curl. Take your hands to your right knee. Pull it in. Spill more soup. Left leg reaches long. Elbows go wide. And now switch and switch. So this is like building to single leg stretch, right? So finding that beginning of your bridge here, that deep ab curl. Once you're even, rest your head, nod your head yes, shake your head no. Yep, lay your head down. Good. We'll take that double leg stretch, which is crazy hard, right? So get your lower pelvis like where it needs to be. Curl up into your ab curl. You're hugging both knees in towards your chest. Get that deep C curve. Keep it and reach your arms long, your legs long. Circle your arms and hug your knees back in. How low can you go with your legs? But be honest about it. Inhale, reach. So when you're in your reach, it's like you're scooping, you're hollowing. It's like a cradle, is what somebody was calling it when Balanced Body educators were in Austin last week with us. It's like a cradle and bring it back. One more time. Good. And then let your head rest down all the way. Slide your legs long, windshield wiper them back and forth. Take your arms back behind you. Let's anchor those legs. So flex your feet. Let's take all these things that we've already done and put it into your roll up. So flex your feet, arms go up, exhale, roll up one vertebra at a time. Yes. Stretch forward. Start with your pelvis. Roll back. Slide your sits bones underneath you. Think like Kara says, get your pants down before your shirt. Pants down before your shirt. Nice job. Arms reach back. And if this is too much, grab a prop, right? Grab a towel, put it underneath your back. Bring the ground up closer to you so that you can work through where you are. Stretch forward. Roll back. Good. One more time. It's early, especially where you are, Monique. And then roll down. Once you're down, flip over onto your belly. Yep. And let your arms just rest beside you. Your palms will be up. We'll take this to rocket. So arms beside you, palms up, back behind you, Monique. And yeah, good. Let everything go. Do your little baby butt and then supercharge your baby butt so you get your lower body set. Now let's talk shoulders. Can you gently pull your shoulder blades together so, as Kathy would call them, the shoulders get level, shoulders to the level? Okay, now roll that marble forward with your nose. Lift your head first. That lifts your head and chest. And then you reach your fingers back toward your toes. Your feet push down and then lower down, get longer as you lower. Keep your shoulders at the level of the rest of your body. Start with your head. It's going to guide the rest of the move. So that wheel turns first. Yeah, everything lifts. You reach back to your toes. Feet are still pressing down and then lower down. Get longer as you lower. Do it again. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. One more time. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. You'll bring your hands in front of you and push yourself back into a child's pose. And do what feels good to you. If you want a wide knees, child's pose, go for it, kind of squeezing out the front of your hips. If you want to have your knees together for a round, it's fine. That's totally fine too. Let's come all fours, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And we'll do opposite arm and leg reach. So take your right arm out in front of you, left leg back behind you, and stay there. Flex your left foot like you're stamping the wall behind you. Turn your toes down. Good. Can you draw your arm back into the shoulder socket and pull your right rib cage and left hip closer together? Yeah, now squeeze your inner thighs together. You should feel a little stronger there. Bring your hand down, your knee down. Second side, left leg, left arm reaches, right leg reaches. Flex your foot, stamp that wall behind you. Okay, pull your left arm back into its socket. Left rib cage to right hip. Pull those 2 points together and squeeze both inner thighs like crazy. Good. Bring everything back down. Do that again on your own. Right arm, left leg. Stamp that wall. Same spot you stamped before. Get those points together and then bring them back. Last time, left arm, right leg, and bring it back. Now let's add a little fun, a little movement. So right arm, left leg, they're going to stay. You can point your toes now. We're going to bend your knee and your elbow, tap them together, and let your spine round. Squeeze those 2 points into each other. And now reach them away. Go flat back, reach. Pull them back in. Round. Squeeze your elbow and your inner thigh towards each other. And then reach back out. 2 more times. Pull it in. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then reach apart. Last time. Bring it in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Reach away. Hand down, knee down. Second side. Left arm, right leg reach. You can point that foot. Yeah, think about your containers. Right. Nice. Okay. Bend your knee and your elbow. Round. And now reach away. Neutral. So flat backs, shapes of the spine. You're going to bring it back in, round. And really squeeze inner thigh and inner elbow together. 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring it back. 1 more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring it back. Again, go into your child's pose, your wide knees or rounded spine. Either is fine with me. All right, let's do a little thigh stretch. So let's come up to high kneeling. And you can face this, yeah, face me if you want to, face the front. It doesn't really matter. We're not taking this into side lying. Take your arms out in front of you. And what's happening with your pelvis wheel right now? Have a little space between your legs, Diana. Yeah. Okay. Hinge back. Can you keep the sensation of your pubic bone pulling towards your nose a bit? And then just come right back up again. Maybe arms come down. As you go back, arms come up. And as you come forward, arms come down. Keep going and play with this. If you're feeling crunchy in your low back, you need to do a little more 12 o'clock, right? You need to get your pelvis more in a neutral is essentially what you're doing instead of being in that anterior pelvic tilt. I'm talking to you guys a lot in anatomical terms, but I wouldn't do that with clients. I'm just trying to help you guys understand. Take it back and stay. Pubic bone to nose a little more, maybe ribs to hips a little more. Now arms up, inhale, and arms down. Can you think about your rib cage arms? When your arms go up, don't let your ribs flare. Same as when you were on your back. Arms up, arms down. One more time. Good. And then have a seat on your heels. Flush all of that out for a moment. Just let everything go. Yeah. Okay, let's take this to a plank. So bring your hands down, walk your feet back, find your plank position. Pull the mat apart side to side. Rock forward in your toes and then back through your heels. And then what's happening? Same thing with your pelvis here, right? Same concept of keeping that neutral, which might feel more like you're spilling your soup into your belly button. Rock back and stay. Push through your heels. So now your legs are on just like in your opposite arm and leg reach. Yeah, looks good. One more breath. And then we'll come down onto your knees, sit back onto your heels. Okay, come down onto your forearms. Let's do single leg kicks, but let's really focus on what's happening in the pelvis. Okay, so you've got forearms, you're making fists with your wrists. Push the ground away so that you've got a lot of space between your chest and the floor. So draw them in closer, Rin, so that they're underneath you more. Elbows in under.
What did you do? Sorry, because the closer I get, the more it makes my back, like the muscles that are in pain right now.
I'm gonna try to help with it, and if it doesn't help, then we'll move on. Can you try to bring them a little closer? And so I think what we need to do is push the ground away so that you can get higher. Dig your elbows into the mat and pull your elbows towards your hips and your hips towards your elbows. And that should lengthen your lumbar spine. So it will send sits bones more towards your heels, get more soup spilling. Is it still hurting?
We'll see as I keep going. But no, right now, no.
Okay, so you've got to keep that, everybody, right? So what we just did was we gave you a lot of length in your lumbar spine. Now bend your right knee, pull it toward your tush, and don't lose that. And maybe do one more little pulse, 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 and then kick and reach, keeping that length. Nice job. That looks great. Keep going. Now, this is challenging, Ren. So if it's too much, then bring your head down for sure and let your head rest on your hands. But keeping that sensation of your elbows and your hips pulling towards each other should keep that length in your low back and engage those muscles in your glutes and hamstrings, but also your belly. Good. And so if you're up for it, try to flex, point, kick, and reach. Flex, point, kick, and reach. Just one more, and we'll come out of this. Come all the way down. Let your forehead rest on your hands. We're not going straight to double leg kick. Wobble in your hips. Wobble, wobble. Let your hips go. And now make those same forearm position that you were just in. Get yourself back in position for single leg kick. But now think about taking the concepts here into a forearm plank. So tuck your toes under. Lift your hips and legs off. Can you light up your legs? Push back through your heels. Can you do that same thing? Elbows to hips, hips to elbows. More so that you're not in an anterior pelvic tilt. Yes, so good. Don't let them droop, but keep that. Do you see how these build on the concepts? I'm trying to kind of tie all that in. Okay, come down onto your knees, sit back onto your heels and rest. How we doing? Nice. Lay on your left side, please, and face the camera. All right. Let's do a little banana. So line yourself up long. And then here, what's happening with your pelvis, right? Are you hiking your right hip up to your shoulder? Don't do that. You lift both legs up and then down. We're just doing lower body. Up and down. Yeah, lift and lower. Yeah. And if you need a pad under your hip, find one. Think about length more than lowering. Okay, now if you were in your plank that you just did, think about how that felt in your pelvis. Can you do the same thing here? Right. So oftentimes in our side lying, we anterior pelvic tilt too, if that's our tendency. Okay, keep your legs lifted. Keep all three laser beams of your hips and your pubic bone pointing straight ahead towards the camera or the wall in front of you. Lift your top leg up and down. And notice what's happening with your waistline. You should be able to keep both sides pretty long right now. We're not lifting your upper body up. We're just working the lower body. You can keep your leg lifted on the next one and bring your bottom leg up to meet it. Bottom leg up and down. Think upper inner thigh. And then if you're me, my pelvis wants to turn back. I want to go to where my laser beams start to point towards the wall, like feet direction. I got to work my pelvis to keep them pointing straight ahead. Stay on the next one. Hold it. Just reach them longer. Hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and then slowly lower. And then lift them back up again and hold 5, 4, 3, 2, slowly lower. One more time. Lift and hold. And now we pulse up and up and up and up, and not jerky, right? It's like you're smooth moving through very thick air. Hold them on the next one. Bring them forward to the front edge of your mat and lay them down. Good. Lift your top leg up, flex it, kick it forward. Inhale and back. Exhale. Forward and back. And try to keep your pelvis stable. So we played a lot, and Kathy did this too, where like there are two ways you could do this. And the way I've always taught you guys is keeping your spine totally still and not letting your pelvis follow through. But remember how with those femur fallouts, we let it follow through. Some movements, like in life, we need to let our pelvis be a part of it. So play, take your leg forward and let your pelvis kind of spin forward too, go into flexion. And when you go back, pelvis kind of, yeah, turns into your anterior pelvic tilt. Yes, keep going. Just playing with it, because sometimes movement in your pelvis is a good thing. Now, no more movement. Take it back behind you. Lift it up for circles, up and around that hip joint. Big circles, Rin. So bring it up and forward and then back. Yes. Good. And if this bothers your back, make the movement smaller. One more time. And then reverse it. Sweep it forward, lift it up. Slow down the down by pulling your belly in. Looks good, Monique. Keep going. Good, Diana. As your leg goes back, gently push that top hip forward. One more time. Okay, bring your leg in line with your bottom leg. Turn it out. Slide your top heel into the arch of your bottom foot. Point your toes and lift your leg up. Inhale. And flex your foot and lower it back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Can you reach your top leg longer as it lowers, like it's sliding into a pocket? Like your heel is going deeper into that arch of your bottom foot as it lowers. Watch that top hip. Keep it stable. There we go. Good. Keep it low. Bend your knee, glide your foot along your leg. Extend that leg out and up. And then lower your straight leg down. So take it down. You're going to glide your foot along your leg. You're going to keep your knee where it is in space. Just kick your leg more towards the ceiling as you go. Yeah, or towards the wall in front of you, and then lower. So, Rin, when you bend it in, pause. Let your foot lift as you extend your leg from here, straighten it. Yes. And then bring it down. Just watch that top hip, everybody. Don't let that top hip roll. There we go. One more this direction after you finish this one. So take it down, bend it in. And then once your leg is low on your other foot, reverse, kick it up, bend it in, glide it out. When I bend my knee, I focus on pushing my hip forward, but also opening my knee as much as I can. Yeah, I know. Is it back or like leg and booty?
Oh, no, it's just hard.
Okay, good. Last time. All right, roll onto your belly, stack your hands on top of each other, and do your little wobbly baby butt for me. And then supercharge your baby butt. So get your legs long. Yes, sits bones reaching. Now lift your legs up, turn them out, and pull them towards each other. Don't lose that long low back and start beating your legs together. 1, 2, so straight legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, hold, reach them longer, but more importantly, get your low back longer. And now lay it down. Let's go to the other side. You could flip over or you could lift your head up and go to the other side if you want to see the camera. Totally up to you. Good. Starting with your lower body banana. So lift your legs up and down. You've got your body long in line with itself, not forward at the front edge of your mat. Up and down. Oh. Okay, let's stay lifted. Hold it. Top leg up and top leg down. So this is where I have to start thinking about my pelvis, like a little bit before. My laser beams want to point more towards my toes in that direction. I got to really focus on keeping them straight ahead. But you do you. Your bodies are different than mine. Now keep your top leg up and bottom leg lifts and lowers. Both legs together. Lower them down and lift them back up. And stay. Reach them longer. It's more about length and height. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And then slowly lower down. And lift up again and hold and slowly lower. Again, lift and hold and lower. Lift up and hold and lower. One more time, lift up and hold. And then we pulse up, up, up. And I think out, 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 out. Good. Now keep them lifted. Bring them forward to the front edge of your mat and now lay them down. Lift your top leg up, flex your foot, kick it forward, side kick and back. Point it to go back, flex it to go forward. Don't let it lift when it goes forward or back. It's hard to tell, I know. Okay, now let's add that little pelvis follow through. So as your leg goes forward, maybe let your lumbar spine round a little forward, go into a little flexion, and then take it back and maybe see what it feels like to push your hips gently forward. So letting that pelvis come into the motion. Nice job. Good. Now take it back and go big circles up and around. No more pelvis moving. Keep it stable. Like you've got a big bolt going from your top hip into your bottom hip and into the floor. Yeah. And then when your leg lifts, do your bottom ribs collapse. Don't let that happen. Reverse it. Yeah, when your leg goes back, you gently push that top hip forward. And what it does is it keeps it stable. It keeps it in a neutral. So I'm not telling you to like go into a big arch, but keep it neutral. Okay, the next time it's forward, pause, bring it right over your bottom leg, turn it out, point to your leg, lift it up, inhale, and flex and lower it down. Point up and flex down. Can you turn out more in the hip joint, but don't let your hip roll back? Oh, I gotta stand up. Yeah, two more. One more. And when it's down, you'll bend your knee, glide your foot along your bottom leg. Let that foot lift up towards the wall in front of you as it straightens and now lower it down. So now keep going, but where is your hip in space? You're going to get so much more out of it if you can keep this top hip where it needs to be in space and let that leg spin around it in the hip joint. So don't let it roll back. It's going to want to. Yeah, two more of these. And then you reverse it. Keep that hip stacked, everybody. And then can you spin your leg out more? Turn it out more is what I should say. I don't think we did any more on this side. I can't remember. Okay, bring it all the way down. And let's roll onto your belly again, but then sit back onto your heels for a child's pose. And then come to all fours and do a cat cow. So drop your head around your spine. And where is your pelvis? Can you round it more? Where's your thoracic wheel, that upper back? Can you round it more and head more? And then go to your cow. Let your tailbone lift, roll through your spine. Let your chest open and your head lift, and then pull the heel of your hands towards your knees like you're going to take off. Do it again. Drop your head around your spine. Push the ground away. Round, 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 round. And then let your tailbone start to lift, roll through. Pull with your hands. Pull, pull, pull. Yeah, so you're in your cow. Cat. Cow. Okay, one more cat cow. Sorry. Drop your head round. I think I'm on day like 7 of teacher training stuff. Okay, come drop your head. Yeah, one more cow. One more cat. And then find your neutral. Okay, walk your knees closer to your hands a little bit, like an inch. Tuck your toes under. Okay, keep your neutral in your whole spine, right from head to tail. Lift your knees to a hover and stay. Pull your hands towards your knees. Shift back and shift forward an inch or two. Don't go crazy. Back and forward. And then maybe you play with making it bigger if you can keep your spine straight. Okay, drop down onto your knees and do another cat. Round your spine. You can untuck your toes if you want. We're going to come right back to that though. Okay, now stay in your cat. Maybe walk your hands a little closer. Tuck your toes if you haven't, and then lift to your hover. Stay. Round your spine more. Shift back, shift forward. Yeah, can you keep your pelvis turning? Those sits bones reaching towards your knees. Drop down, untuck, go wide knees, child's pose. Okay, let's stack your spine up to a seat and swing your legs around in front of you. Yep, legs are straight, arms are reaching long. We'll do a roll down to come down on your back. Where's your pelvis? Good. Where are your feet? Anchor them. Good job. Arms by your side. Once you're down, you'll bend your knees, put your feet closer to your tush, set yourself up for your bridge. Start with your pelvic rocking, right? So go from your spilling of your soup into your bridge. Pull with your feet. If it bothers your back, go wider with your stance. These days I've been going pretty darn wide and it feels good. And then roll down, upper back, middle back. You're trying to spill your soup until the very end. And then do it again. You want to feel your feet pull towards your sits bones and your sits bones pull towards your knees as you come up. Keep that whole thing happening and roll down. Keep that sensation of your sits bones pulling to your knees, your heels pulling toward your tush as you roll down. And then you unwind that at the very end. It's like neutral relief. And then now you pull both your heels to your sits bones and your sits bones to your knees, and you come up. Stay at the top. Inhale, close your ribs, get a little bit more of the sits bones to the knees action. Maybe even try to shoot your knees towards the wall in front of you more. Nice, Monique. And then roll down, upper, middle. Everybody's looking great. Good. Let's stay at the top of the next one. Exhale to lift. And if this is where you need to stay today, stay there. Like if I have a back flare up, I'm not doing a single leg. So stay where you need to stay. Otherwise, bring your right leg to tabletop. No pelvis rotating, no teeter tottering. Bring your foot down, ground down big time into that right foot, and float your left leg up to tabletop. Good. Put your foot down, ground down through your left foot, and then your right leg will just float up. And then bring it down. Check in with your ribs. Left. And once you're down, you can roll down all the way. All the way down. Okay. Bring your right leg in towards your chest like we did earlier. So lazy man's tabletop. Push into your left foot to get your left leg up too. So you're already in the beginning of your bridge, that feeling of your spilling of your soup. Okay. Can you do a little more bridge here with your legs up? Both of them, Rin. Both of them, Monique. A little more bridge here. Try that. That's all I'll even say, and I want to see what happens. Good, Diana. It's like you're lifting your pelvis just a little bit more. So when you think of this, this is really the beginning of your inversion. But when I think of it in a bridge, it engages my glutes and my hamstrings so much more. It like brings them to the party. And that obviously is going to also activate my abs, but you've got to have that. So when Kara is working with me, and it really comes from Kathy, everybody cross your ankles. I think most of you have done this with me. Cross your ankles. Now pull your feet apart. Like hook your feet and then pull them apart. Yes. Let there be some opening in your inner thighs, but imagine a ball there. And Diana, I see your ball. Maybe put your ball there. And what you're going to imagine with the ball is that you're trying to squeeze it, like to pop you in the face. Okay, now lift your hips up and then lower them down. Can you let your knees go a little bit away from you so they're almost more over your hips? And now do the same thing. You're pulling those feet apart. You're going to lift like you're squeezing that ball and you're trying to pop it at your face. And then down. Try not to swing. Try to go straight up. So it's truly the beginning of your bridge. So your knees won't come closer to you. That's a challenge that I make it sound like it's easy, but it's not. Try to keep your knees where they are and just do the beginning of your bridge yes. You change your cross and keep going. You lift. So it's the squeeze, like your hamstrings are trying to slide through your inner thighs to pop that ball at your face if you had it while you lift and lower. How's this on your back, Ran? Okay. So rest, go ball away if you have it, knees together, feet apart, let your pelvis reset. That is the beginning of your inversion. And when you can start to nail that and it becomes easier, which takes time, and it kind of, for me, it's like, I don't know what's going to happen today. It depends. I bet if I got down right now, I wouldn't be able to do it because my back is so tight from sitting all weekend. So, it just depends. But when you can master that, your rollover becomes really effortless. So let's play. Stay where you are today. So if you need to keep working that, do it. Legs up if you want to go to rollover. Okay, so we're taking that same thing. So we're not going to go lower with our legs. We're going to go up, just like the beginning of your bridge, to go over. Use the back of your arms. Push your shoulder blades down to lift your hips higher. And now open your legs. Flex your feet and roll down. Reach through your fingers. Reach through your heels. Yeah, legs come together. Point your toes. Lift up. Don't swing anymore. Just go up right above your pelvis to go over. Open your legs, shoulder width, flex your feet, and roll down. One more. Legs come together. Point your toes. Send your legs back over, up to go over. Nice. Open flex. Roll back down. We're going to keep them apart. We're going to keep them flexed. Take them up to go over. And bring them together. Point your toes. And roll down. Open flex. Send them back over. Yes. Bring them together. Point your toes. We'll do one more. Open flex. Send them over. Bring them together, point your toes. On this one, you'll take your legs all the way down, either straight all the way down if you can control that, or bend your knees in, but get them long on the mat to come up in a roll up. Nice. There goes Rin. Okay, yeah, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Let's go spine stretch forward. So open your legs, mat width, arms out in front of you. Sit tall. So let me see your tall spine. And then drop your head like you fell asleep in a subway. That's what Kathy called subway head. Now reach forward like your whole torso starts to fall forward. Reach forward as you go. More. Round your spine, upper back, but you're pulling your low back to the wall behind you. Stack it back up again. So in your mind, put a wall behind you. Keep from your belly button down attached to the wall. Drop your head. Let your shoulders fall forward. Round up and over a big beach ball as you're being pulled forward with your head and with your arms, and then restack. Good. One more time. Round up and over a big beach ball, but from your belly button down, you're glued to the wall behind you. Flex those feet, push them forward, and now restack. Come forward to the front edge of your mat and grab your ankles for open leg rocker. Okay, so we'll take your ankles in your hands, pull your heels to your tush, extend your legs up, find that balance point. Your legs are open about shoulder width apart. Okay, now your chest is proud, but can you do a little soup spilling here to roll you back? Keep looking forward. If you look back or up, you're done, right? So it's your pelvis. Nice, Ren. I see that. Roll back. Good, Diana. Roll up and then push your calves into your hands to come back up. Do it again. Roll back. You can take it back. That's an inhale. Come up, push your legs into your hands. Hold behind your knees. See if that helps. Stay wide, but have your knees bent and see if that feels better for today. Yeah. Rock back pelvis. Rock back up. Good job. So here's my challenge for you all. And most of you are doing really nice. Keep your spine as long as possible. You don't need to collapse. You don't need to round your shoulders forward. Just spill your soup into your belly button. And then come back up, pause, legs together. You can have them bent or straight, your call. Reach your right hand towards your toes, left hand towards your toes. Surprise, you're in your teaser. And now bend your knees, spill your soup, and roll back onto your back. Slow and controlled. All the way. Knees come in with you. Hug them in. Good. And then grab your knees and stir them around like a pot of stew. So you're massaging your low back. And then reverse it. And then send your legs out long again. And flip over onto your belly. Okay, we're going to do a little swan action. And I want you doing that supercharge your baby butt big time. Okay, hands under shoulders, elbows pulling back behind you. So legs as close together as you can have them without it bothering your low back. Get your pelvis dialed in. Yeah, pushing your feet so much your knees lift. And now get your shoulders to the level. And now lift your head. Push gently into your hands. You can come as high as you'd like, as high as it feels good, but I want you to keep your pelvis in that neutral and then lower down. Yeah, so think more sits bones to heels, everybody. I want to see a long low back. Yes. Push down into your hands. Ren, try and taking your arms wider, like goalpost arms, and maybe even a little forward. Yeah. And now open your collarbones. That was better where you had them before. So bring them back where you had them a little bit. Yeah. Broaden your collarbones. Think of your chest shining forward. Yeah. If you are into this and you want to do some swan dive, go for it. We'll do like 2 more. You do you. Keep turning your wheel of your pelvis. And then once you're done with those, you can go back into your child's pose again. Okay, we'll do our all 4 push-ups. So come into your all 4 position, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And then you'll walk your hands forward 1 hand's length away. So just a little forward. And now keep your nose right in line with your thumb. So don't lean back. Bend your elbows and bring your forearms down onto the mat all the way. Stay there. So shift back a little bit. That's a little too far in. Shift back. Now forearms down. Now push off. Yep, straighten those arms, push. Good. Do it again. And as you go down, you're pulling your hands towards your knees, your elbows to your knees. And now push off. Keep going. And I'm going to say, Ren, shift your weight 1 inch forward. Yeah, and now go down and pull your elbows towards your knees. And go all the way down and come back up. All the way down. And push off. 1 more time. Take it all the way down. You're going to stay there. Come up an inch and down an inch. It's an elbow bend, so you're going to feel your triceps a lot. Keep pulling your hands and your elbows to your knees. Keep spinning your elbows in, but broaden your collarbones. Yeah. Okay, straighten your arms all the way. Push. And now sit back, wide knees, child's pose. Do that again if that felt like a good spot for you to stay. Otherwise, come forward again and go back into your modified plank position. So your knees down. And then you can look at yourself in your camera and see where your containers are. Get your head and your pelvis container where they need to be. It's like thigh stretch that we did. Okay, bend your elbows just a little. And they can go wide or narrow. A little bit more. A little bit more. And exhale, press off again. And yeah, Ren, if you're doing forearms, anybody at home too, just do exactly what we just did, all the way down, all the way up. Everybody else, down, down, down. Exhale, straighten. Down, down, down. Exhale, straighten. 1 more time. Down, down, hold it. Everybody 1 inch up, 1 inch down, little small, broaden your collarbones, get your head in line, your pelvis in line. I start to lose my pelvis here big time. Straighten those arms, push back onto your heels, rest. Woohoo. Okay, tuck your toes under, hands are out in front of you. You can walk them a little closer. Think short downward dog. Exhale, lift your hips up, pedal out your legs, bending 1 knee and then the other. And then walk your hands towards your feet to come into a forward fold. Let your knees bend as much as you need to get there. And then let everything hang there too. Let your ribs try to drop onto your thighs. Yeah, grab opposite elbows. Do that little swang thing. Let everything hang heavy. Hands down to the ground. Big inhale. And as you exhale, roll up 1 vertebra at a time. Come all the way up to standing. And we're done for today. How's everybody doing?
It's good to watch. Kind of nice to look at bodies.
Yeah, it's fun. That was super movement principle based,
Yeah.
but tied into other
Great.
things. How are you
Thank you.
guys feeling? How did it feel to your bodies?
Good. Hard. Oh.
Hard. Isn't it? I know. That's why like pre-Pilates are my jam because it's like they're super hard if you do them right, and then they make everything else so much easier. So we'll get there, but hopefully your back. I was hoping to get some movement so backs feel a little bit better. But yeah, always listen to your body. If I make suggestions and you're like, no, this isn't working, doesn't mean like I'm playing with things, but your body is very different than mine. So take care of your bodies, okay? Okay, good job,
I will say
everybody.
too,
Uh-huh.
I'm starting to notice this feeling like my sacrum, tailbone, and I think I might have started to feel it more in like I don't know. There's just different moments where I usually might have to like plank or
Mhm.
if I'm doing like anything in opposition, I'm starting to feel like this twinge and it's just I do have a slip disc down there, but I don't know. It's new and I just felt it sometimes when we were doing some things.
So if you have a bulging disc or a slip disc, you shouldn't be doing flexion. So all that spilling your soup into your belly button, we want to avoid. So that might be why you're feeling it more. So let's stay neutral for you always. I don't want you spilling your soup between your legs because that won't be good either. But let's try to work a neutral, which just means it's so much harder.
Yeah,
So, but it's better for your back. So we'll keep working it.
yeah,
It's going to feel good to do things like cat, but don't, okay? Because it's going to make that worse. Okay. And I'm not a
mm,
doctor, so go see a
okay.
doctor. I'm just like,
Oh, oh yeah, I got a lot of them.
okay. Okay. All right. Go have a good Monday, everybody. See you later. Good job.